Hello everyone and welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars review. Today we're going to take a look at a set from the summer 2016 range of LEGO Star Wars products, this time from the animated TV series Star Wars Rebels, and in today's review I've got an absolute beast to give you a look at. It is this one, set number 75157, Captain Rex's AT-TE. Once again, this is from Star Wars Rebels and this is an absolutely incredible set. It kind of takes the 2013 AT-TE and modifies it into its own creation. It is absolutely awesome, comes with some fantastic minifigures, and I cannot wait to show it to you in more detail. First and foremost, a big shout out goes out to the guys at Norton & Co and the LEGO Group, who were more than kind enough to supply this and my previously reviewed set, the Encounter on Jakku, for a review. And as I mentioned in that review, if you want to add this set to your own collections, be sure to do so via the link in the video description. That will take you to the LEGO store, although at the time of filming this review, this set is winding down towards the end of its run, so it won't be available for much longer. If you want to get this one, don't hesitate, act fast, because it's not going to be around for long. Obviously, with the influx of Rogue One products arriving on store shelves now, the Force Awakens stuff is moving to the side, and it won't be there for much longer, so get it while you can, because it's an awesome set not to be missed. So that's the front of the box, obviously depicting the AT-TE in action, and down in the bottom corner we do have a rundown of the minifigures included. The set itself consists of 972 pieces and retails for $99.99, so the price per brick ratio, as always, is on point. You get a substantial build for your money, and the finished product is just awesome. Can't wait to show it to you. So there on the back of the box you've got all the features. You've also got those technical readouts at the top. So really cool. Moving on from the packaging, let's take a look at what we get inside, and we'll begin as always by taking a look at the minifigures. And first up we do get some cannon fodder for the AT-TE, and that's the Imperial Stormtrooper. This is the same Stormtrooper figure that's been released in all the other Rebel sets so far, so you've got the stylized animated look to the overall figure with the printed details on the armour. The helmet is of course removable to reveal angry clone head underneath, and he does come with a standard Imperial blaster. That's a Stormtrooper. Leading the Stormtroopers into battle is of course none other than the menacing Fifth Brother Inquisitor, which is, I've got to say, hands down my favourite figure from the set. I absolutely love the way that LEGO have handled this one. As you can see, printed details and accessories are absolutely amazing on this guy. I love the facial expression, which is really weird. Almost reminds me of the Green Goblin from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. If you flip the helmet around on the back, you've got an alternate expression. And of course you've got that really bulky and really cool chest armour that's synonymous with the Inquisitors, with the Imperial cog emblem on either shoulder. Got some really nice ornate printing details there on the torso and legs. And of course he does come with the standard Inquisitor double-bladed lightsaber. And of course the red blades can be removed from the blade, or from the hilt rather, and the hilt itself can be clipped to the back of the Inquisitor minifigure, so that offers a nice bit of storage there, and is definitely something I'd like to see incorporated into the Hasbro figures of these characters. So that is the Inquisitor. Next up we do of course have the crew of the AT-TE, and first up is Captain Rex. Obviously aged somewhat since his days in the Clone Wars. He's got the white beard, he's got what's left of his clone trooper armour, and he's wielding a blaster rifle. And those prints continue around the back. Obviously his armour is a little bit dirty, a little bit worn down. Sadly it doesn't come with a helmet. None of the clone troopers included do, unfortunately. But if you've got one lying around from a previous set, you can place the helmet on like so and just create a really cool look for the figure. This is from the 2013 Bark Speeder set. Looks absolutely awesome. So that is Captain Rex. Next up we have Commander Gregor, who is of course the rather wacky former Republic commander who we see in the Droids story arc of, I believe, season 5 or 6. It's been a long time since I've watched the Clone Wars, so I can't really remember. But There he is in all his glory. He's got this really weird fast food vest top going on with what looks like a cheeseburger and some tacos on the front. Not entirely sure that's what that's meant to be, but there it is nonetheless. Obviously a rather worn down and untidy facial expression going on. He does come with a blaster rifle as well. So that's Gregor. And finally we have my favourite clone trooper from this set, and that is the former Commander Wolffe. This is an awesome figure once again. As you can see, he's got the white beard showing his advanced age since the Clone Wars. He's got the injured eye as well, which looks really, really cool. And of course what's left of his Wolfpack armour. Commander Wolffe also comes with a blaster rifle, and alongside his clone brothers he looks absolutely awesome. Really, really nice lineup of figures with this set. Again, the Inquisitor is my favourite, but it's always nice to see the clones, the old clones, back in action. So I'll give you a look at those in action on the ATT later on in the review. But with the minifigures aside, let's take a look at the Walker itself. Now, let me tell you, this thing is a monster. What I really like about this one, as I mentioned at the beginning of the review, is the fact that it kind of takes the design of the 2013 release of the ATT and just modifies it to make it a clone mobile home. You've got canopies, you've got ladders, you've got crates and cranes, you've just got all sorts of weird and wonderful goodness going on with this thing, and it's just such a nice, faithful representation of what we see in the episode of Rebels where the Ghost crew encounter the clones for the first time. Really, really nice set, really well put together, really nicely designed, and comes with some amazing features. So I'll begin to run through some of those for you right about now. So we'll start at the front and work our way to the back. Obviously, as you can see, the ATT has been modified to include all these gangways and canopies and ladders and all that sort of stuff. So right at the front you do have a balcony with some lanterns attached where your clones can stand and look out ahead. So we stand Wolffe at the front, for example. There you go, nice look at that. Obviously behind him you've got the gun turrets and the cockpit area. The turrets are on a ball joint, so they can rotate to a nice degree. And of course, if you move the cannon out of the way, the cockpit area does open up to reveal a seating area inside for one of your clones to pilot the ATT. So that's really cool. That just closes up like so. Up top we do have the cannon I mentioned earlier. This is really cool as it brings together functionality and aesthetic. You've got a really nice look to the cannon, and you've also got a missile firing feature at the top there as well. This is a flick fire missile, just press that at the back, that will fire out. And then towards the back of the cannon, once again you've got a seating area there for a clone trooper with a sun canopy as well, so that he doesn't get burnt. Just move that canopy, whoops, whole thing's coming apart. Move that canopy out of the way, and again you can place one of your clone trooper gunners at the top there with his helmet on, looking very cool. There it is. The cannon itself can rotate almost 360 degrees. It does bump into some of the other features at the back, but there's a nice range of movement on there, and of course it's on a hinge as well, so you can lift that up and down. At the side you'll see those ladders that I mentioned as well. These flaps at the side do open up, or these panels, but they are quite tricky to manoeuvre without breaking the entire vehicle. And again at the side there you've got more canopies with some stickered detail you have to apply. Moving towards the back of the ATT, once again you've got more ladders and some really cool cranes as well, which do consist of ammo, which I'll give you a look at later on in the review. These are on a hinge, so they can manoeuvre down, they can lower to the ground, or raise up like so, so you can drop things off and pick things up, which is really cool. Got another one on the other side as well. And then towards the back of the ATT there's another gangway there with a door to access the interior of the ATT, which as you can see has got a really nice control panel applied to it, a nice sticker for the door itself, and the door can of course be opened up to access inside. Now that doesn't give you a whole lot of room to get in there. There's a ladder of course as well down the back. So if you want to access the interior a little easier, then you can remove this entire top piece, as you can see, which consists of the cranes and the lanterns, and you can get inside the ATTE like so. There is an interior section there with some macro binoculars, some tools, some data screens, and of course a cup of blue milk for when the clones get thirsty. Now, as you can see, the readout on that screen does depict one of the worms that we see in the episode. I can't exactly remember the name of the episode nor the name of the worm, but it's the episode where the clones use Zeb as bait, and he's roaming around on the floor in front of the ATTE, and the giant worm comes jumping out of the ground. Really funny episode. So that is the exterior features. That's just about it in terms of features. Once again, you've got this drop ladder at the back as well. The legs, of course, are articulated. They're a little bit floppy, in the same vein as the 2013 release, but again, this lends to the design, as you can place this on the ground and the legs just sort of balance themselves out and stand evenly, which is really good. As you can see, at some point between the Clone Wars and the time frame in Rebels, the clones have had to replace one of the legs, as we've got a brown leg in place of one of those grey ones. And right at the top of the ATTE itself, there is a carry handle constructed of Technic pieces, which just lifts out and allows you to carry the ATTE around like so. So very, very cool indeed. Again, absolute monster of a set. I'm hoping that I've covered all the features included with it. If I've left any out, be sure to leave me a comment down below. Let's try and place this thing back on. It's a little bit tricky to get the canopy to sit back in place, but once it does so, as you can see, looks really cool. And there we go. And just before I wrap up the review completely, I will give you a look at the contents of those crates at the back. I'll take one of them off first from the hook. Inside you'll see there are some thermal detonators. So that's one crate, and inside the other one we do have a blaster pistol. So some nice concealed weapons in there as well. So all in all, a fantastic set. Once again, awesome minifigure lineup as well. This is the only set that you can pick up that allows you to purchase the Fifth Brother Inquisitor. So if you're looking for that figure, this is a worthy addition to the collection for that reason alone. But otherwise, it's an awesome set, a really nice, different interpretation of the ATTE we've become familiar with throughout the Clone Wars, and again, a nice interpretation of the ATTE seen in the Rebels episode. So an awesome set all around, highly recommended. And again, if you want to purchase one of these for yourself, be quick and hit the link in the video description. So that is going to do it for set number 75157. Once again, Captain Rex's ATTE from Star Wars Rebels. And I hope you've enjoyed having a look at this set. I'll be back with some more Star Wars reviews very soon. I've got some absolutely awesome Rogue One products to give you a look at next, so stay tuned for those. And until next time, as always, thank you for watching, keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.